Peace and love, y'all. This is Sky Juice coming to you live and direct from the beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. And I want to talk to you guys about apologizing today because I don't think people really understand what an apology is. And when I think about apologies that were well-intentioned but I never got, I realize that apologizing is a selfless act that must be given once you realize that you've screwed up in whatever way it is. And I find that this I'm saying I'm sorry thing is so trash. It's not enough. That is not an apology. Screwing, I don't want to curse, but it might happen. Screwing up a friendship or something at work or something in fact, at work, people apologize better because they know the outcome of said screw up could jeopardize their job, right? Okay. But in a friendship, people screw up and then want to say, I'm sorry, and think that that's enough. I think that that's trash. And I'd like to share what I think is a better way of going about apologizing to someone. I feel like if you have done whatever it was to screw up whatever relationship or mistake, or if it was whatever it was, it doesn't really matter what the was part is. It's more of a to the other person or persons. What is it that you need from me to make this better? How can I ensure that you feel better about me than you do now? And if folks aren't really willing to even say that, or whatever terminology they want to use to come across the same way, they're not apologizing to you. Because saying I'm sorry and it's done and we're going to handshake and kiss and hug and all that kindergarten stuff, that's not enough. Apologizing to me is doing whatever it takes to get me back on track with you. And that could be a multitude of things from depending on the individual and depending on what was done. And people need to really honor that and really understand that's what a real apology is. You know, I don't know why when you say I'm sorry, you really are saying I am a sorry motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you really I know you're sorry because you did what you did. So you don't even have to say I'm sorry. I get it already. What I need you to do is to apologize and to recognize that I am not the same person anymore with you until you are able to come again, right? And a lot of people, ego-wise, can't fix their problems because they cannot let go of that ego and do whatever it takes to make it right. Whatever it takes. And I'm going to tell you a big issue, and there's a lot of people that screw up in all different kind of areas and avenues and what have you, but a lot of it is friendships, good friendships, and then you also have your couples, like your relationship screw ups, right? In the whole friendship world, if a friend jolts you and you're like, I don't want to mess with that person, throwing away a friendship over some nonsense is really quite hurtful, because you have friends who you share with. And the fact that if I were to wrong a friend, I would immediately want to know, A, what I did. Because a lot of times people don't tell you why they don't want to talk to you anymore, which that's trash too on the other side, right? Don't talk to somebody. Like, find out what, if you value relationship building and friendships and what have you, value communication. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's really hard. But you could text them, you could write them, you could, wait a while and get your mind right. But value, like, communication should be honored, especially if there's a relationship there of some sort. But the truth is, if I know for a fact that I've wronged a friend, I need to know what it was. And then I also need to honor them by saying, like, what can I do to make this right? It might be some stuff you don't want to do, for real. Like, it might be, I can't think of what it could be, but it might be something you might not be interested in doing. But guess what? If you value the friendship, do it. That is the only apology, because your friend has to see that you will do whatever it takes to honor them. And that's the answer. And when it comes to spousal and boyfriend, girlfriend, and husband and wife, and those types of relationships, even worse, if you don't apologize in the way that partner needs you to apologize, if you are not, like, hearing them, it could be anywhere from, like, you screwed up on some money stuff, you cheated, what else is there? There's a lot of different things that go on in marriages and relationships and what have you. But listen to your partner and what is it that will get you back on square one? Because a lot of times all these little itsy bitsy mistakes and mess ups, all these, like, I'm sorry every week, and I'm sorry, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, oh, my bad. No, you are sorry, and it is your bad, and it is time for you to live up to honoring this relationship, me, etc., etc. And the person who was screwed up should never have to say anything. The person who did the screwing up should say, my apologies. What? You always have to say the next thing. What will it take for me to get back in your good graces? I'll do anything. Be that selfless. What do I need to do for you to know that I absolutely did not mean to hurt you in any way, or to screw up, or to whatever it was? That's an apology. And I feel like people need to be more about apologizing immensely, because what they learn in kindergarten about, I'm just going to say sorry and shake your hands and walk away. No, that doesn't fix it at all. That's trash. Okay. Throw that style of apologizing away. Okay. Apologize like you came with spackle and all kinds of paint and card, wood, like you are about to rebuild this whole house. Okay. That's why if that's what you need me to do, I will rebuild the entire house. So you understand how I want to get back in the good graces of where we were. So that's all I have to say today. And let me know what you think about apologies, because I just feel like we've been taught a trash way of apologizing, and that just, no, people need to apologize intensely. So have a good day. Peace and love.